Hello my friends and welcome back. Today I thought I would share with you my setup for July for Cocoa Daisy. Not for Cocoa Daisy, start again. Boop. Hello my friends and welcome back. Today I thought I would share with you my July setup using the Cocoa Daisy July Club Kit, and this is what I'm using for my setup. I know in my unboxing I showed you a hollow cover that I thought I was going to use, but actually it didn't work out. The hollow cover was too small. I have too much stuff in here and I love to see all this stuff, so I don't want to change it. I am going to pick up some more of these covers right here, and I noticed that Christine has these in her shop, and they are still available. They're not all sold out. These are the Webster's Pages ones, and she's got a couple of really cool colors in there, so I think I'm going to pick some of those up as I get the finances to do so. But for now, we're back into Webster's Pages. So I did see one of the design team members turn this into like a little mini, like a personal size cover for their planner. I thought about it, and then I realized I'm having a hard enough time just finding space to write everything that I need to write down in my dory, my TN size dory, that this is just going to be way too small for me. I wouldn't be able to do it, but it does work out great as what it's intended for, which is for the notepads. So this is a nice little, I'm going to keep this with me, and this is a great place for me to write down my little ideas for my design team stuff, for my stickers, whatever. I think this is a great little thing to keep in my stash. So for my work bag, I take this, a couple of sticker books. Let me see if I have one sitting close by. So I make my own sticker kits. I think I showed you sticker books. I think I showed you this in one of the other hauls. I showed you how I do this. These are just Michael's album covers, but they fit the stickers perfectly. So yeah, I take a couple of those with stickers that I'm going to be using for my planning. And obviously I take all of my Cocoa Daisy stuff in the little pouch that usually comes with every month. One came this month, thankfully. And yeah, so I'll get into actually showing you my setup. So on the outside here, I got these little free balls here. This I got from Michael's. It was in the clearance section. I think it was like 99 cents, but it matches like perfectly the colors. Isn't that just, I just thought they were so cute, so why not? Then I've got the little rubber charm on the front. I just took off the thing that was, it looks like it's supposed to be for a keychain. I just took that off and added a little jump ring on there, just a little silver jump ring. And so he is on the front cover. Also got this little guy here. And so every month I change this out to whichever one that she's got. Last month the giraffe was here. I pulled the giraffe off and I put this on, and you can see there's no damage. They just come right off. And then I store them on a piece of acetate, so that way I can reuse them again if I want to. Now when I open my book up, I took my dory, I covered it in one of the papers that came in the planner kit. I also have two more of the little patches here, which I think they're adorable, and I used a ton of these enamel dots. So enamel dots are like my best friend. I love them, and they make perfect little bubbles coming up from all these little sea creatures. So here on this side, sorry I sound like I'm out of breath. I've been running around the house like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get as much done as I can before I go back to work. And I wanted to share this because I'm going to start using it. And then once I start writing in it, I don't show it to anybody. Usually I will show like little, you'll see like little snippets of stuff, but my handwriting is awful, absolutely awful. So I don't like to share too much of it because I think that, you know, it just takes away from how beautiful the whole kit is when you see my ugly scroll in there. So anyway, back to this. I've got a piece of the pattern paper in the back. I've got the die cuts all over the place. I use those die cuts everywhere because they're absolutely adorable. Got the little rubber charm up here at the top with my turtle. I made a couple of tags. They're just white tags. I used some of the hole reinforcers from the kit. They're in one of, it's actually right here on top. These guys right here over the little hole part just to give it a little bit of color. And then I added some ribbon. This is just seam binding that's been dyed to, and it was just matched pretty well. I've got the little magnetic pin here on, I made my own because the one that they have these at Cocoa Daisy, you know, you can go pick them up if you want one, but they're really big. And since I tend to carry smaller planners, I don't want the big huge clip in there, so I made one out of just using a magnet. So it's not as good as theirs, I guarantee you. It's just held on with a little sticky thing on the back. I stuck a dot behind that, and then it just goes together. So it has just a smaller paper clip on there, so that way I don't have to worry about shoving a great big paper clip in it. Then here I've got just some of the stickers here. Most of the stickers I keep inside here, and I'll show you that in a second. And then I've got the little, I was going to put Simon here, but I found a better place for Simon because I wanted to be able to see all of Simon. So I'm just going to flip to the back right now and show you the back. So this pocket was also a part of, I don't remember which part of the kit was because you have to go to my unboxing to see where this was, but this seemed like a perfect place for this pocket. And in all honesty, I've moved it 3 times and it is still sticky. So I think it's going to be its final home, but no worries on pulling it up and reattaching it because it stuck. I originally had it in the hollow cover that I showed you in the unboxing, but since I decided not to go with that, I moved it over here. So here it is, and then I've got another one of the patches here, my checklist. And this pen is a Simply Gilded pen. This came in the Aloha box, and it matches perfectly with this kit. Get those colors. So I have 2 pens. I've got one in my notepad, the Cocoa Daisy one, and then this one, which matches perfectly in this one. So on to the dory. So for the cover of the dory, like I said, I've got a couple more of the patches. I've got the July card. This is from the memory keeping kit. I've got the little enamel dots I'm using as bubbles and some of the washi. Then this is my favorite page. This page just makes me so happy. So this page has all this beautiful artwork on this side, and then this here is the printable, the free bookmark printable. And so I turned it into a pocket so that I could keep my little stickers in here. And I really, really love this. I think this page right here, when I open it up, just makes me smile because you've got this great big scene. It fit perfectly here as a pocket. And yeah, I mean, I love this. I just love it. Anyway, flipping through. So I'm going to go to the back really quick to show you this so that you can see why I set this up the way that I did. And hopefully if anybody else is struggling with the same issue, maybe this will help you as well, and we can see if this works out together. So this was my kit from my one from last month. I did not get the Daisy Dory last month because I missed out on it. So this is the one that I made, and it was the one with the Serengeti on it. I had it covered in all the Serengeti stuff, but I just recovered it with this month's and paper, added some more of the ephemera pieces, some of the washi, and the July card. And then I'm keeping it closed with just a little clip. This is a little Tim Holtz clip, and I put another dot on it so that it doesn't look quite so much like industrial looking. And then I'm keeping this closed so that way I can just open it up and go start right at July. So I'll show you here. I think I showed before, oops, not that one. See how full this is? I can see my ugly writing. This is just too much. So this is pretty much kind of the same way that my dory was set up with the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know, in small little squares. It's just not enough space for me. I need more room. So I'm going to keep this in here to use for more like design team stuff and sticker planning and all that kind of good stuff. So this is just like I have it right here. I can just grab it and jot some stuff down in it, and I'll use other sticker kits in here. I won't waste my Cocoa Daisy on this one. I'll use other stuff that I have to kind of decorate it and do what I was doing. But I need a considerably less room for that because I don't do a lot of planning in this. This one, however, I set it up to where these blank pages are going to be used for memory keeping. And then these pages, I set it up. It worked out just fine. Each day is the whole thing. So got the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I did also start on the 1st, so that way I didn't have to use up so many of the pages. I was afraid I was going to run out of pages. And then I did the weekends on too, even though I probably shouldn't have because I actually do a lot on the weekends. I was afraid I was going to run out of space. So I did it this way, but I think it'll be okay. And then Monday, Tuesday, and I used the big stickers here because I thought they were adorable. And then I moved to the other big stickers with the little fish on them, which I love, until I ran out of those. And then I just moved to the regular stickers that come every month. And these are all going to be memory keeping pages. So then I went to the regular size stickers, but then I just added some fun little deco things in there. And it went all the way. I only had one page left of a blank, so it went all the way to the 31st. So I probably could have spread it out just a little bit further, but this is as far as it would have gone. So I'm kind of glad that I kept the weekends the way that I did. And if I thought about it, I could have worked it out to the weekends that I'm off, doing whole pages, and then the weekends that I work, having it double up, but I didn't think that far ahead. Anyway, so that is how I'm going to be using my dory this month. We'll see how that works out. Then in the middle here, I've got, this is the store-bought one of the inserts for strings, and it's just like a little card holder here. But these card holders are small, so if you get these cards, or the ones that you get printed out, the ones that she sends you every month, they don't fit in these, and you have to trim them down, and then you lose some of your pretty artwork, especially if it's something that, you know, goes all the way to the edges. You don't want to trim it down too much. So I went through, and I have a lot of those memory keeping books with the big 12 by 12. And I just cut down some of the pages and then folded them in half and just stuck them in here with the inserts. So that way I have some of the cards in here already ready to go that aren't cut down already. And this is going to be for my memory keeping. So I put some of the ones I knew for sure I was going to use for memory keeping in here. So it was right here at my little fingertips. So as I'm working on a spread, I've got some of them here with me in case I'm not home when I'm doing it, because I always keep my little bag with my washi and my ephemera pieces and all that stuff goes with me. So if I'm doing some memory keeping, and I also have a pocket printer that I keep. So it all goes in my little bag. And it is actually a little bag. I know it sounds like I keep a lot in there, but I really don't. It's easy to carry back and forth. So I'll have some of these cards ready to go, and then I can do my memory keeping if I'm not here. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of share this with you so that you could see my setup for July. Maybe I have a few ideas in here that you might like or could use if you're still struggling like I am for figuring out space. Next month, I ordered a whole bunch of different stuff. I got the Daisy Weeks. Starting that just to see if that's something I might like for on the go, and then do bigger planning at home. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to find my planner piece. I know you guys are probably all have been looking for planner piece forever, and maybe it's something that we just never achieve. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to try that out. I also ordered B6, and I ordered a B6, one of those acetate covers that is clear, because I love these papers. And so I want to turn this into a B6 cover. And so I got an acetate, one of these for a B6, just plain, just to go over. And then I also ordered the B6 Daisy Dory. So I'm going to try all that out next month and see how that works. So you'll see that next month. Anyway, thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.